Well, I played the Modern Warfare 2 2022 beta early access to the PlayStation 5, whatever the hell you want to call it. I played it. And in this video, I'm going to give you my impressions and what I think about it, which is what my impressions are. So yeah, here we go. You ready? Smash that like button, subscribe right now. First off, if you like Modern Warfare 2019, good news, my friend. You're really going to like this game because it's exactly the same, but actually kind of worse, but exactly the same, but different. But so long story short, if you like Modern Warfare 2019, hey, you are got a little chubby right now and you're pumped up with your kicks on because this is going to be a great year for you because the game is almost a carbon copy of Modern Warfare 2019. And good news, everybody, this is great news. I'm so excited. Modern Warfare 2 is exactly like the previous Modern Warfare because we get to play this for 2 years now. 2 years, guys. There's not a game coming next year to save us from this piece of shit. No, yes, awesome. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's really awesome. Enter COD creator code I Deep Throat Activision Dong. But I'm super pumped. We got 2 years now to play this amazing carbon copy but worse version of Modern Warfare 2019 for 2 years. Well, maybe you do. I don't. This game is not really that fun for me. Now, if you're a new person to Call of Duty and you haven't played that before, because I understand a lot of you probably watching this video aren't subscribed to this channel, but my fan base and the people who are subscribed to this channel know what the deal is. But for you who are new maybe to Call of Duty, this probably is going to be a good game for you. It's just normal, boring, nothing inspiring for people like myself who have been playing this franchise since the beginning. So for me, it doesn't provide anything new, and at this point, I'm burnt on the franchise. But if you're new, it might be pretty good to you. Or if you enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019, like I said, you'll probably like this. Maybe you won't. Maybe you're tired of the skill-based matchmaking that is going to ruin this game as well, because yes, there's skill-based matchmaking in the multiplayer. I heard Warzone doesn't have skill-based matchmaking, so that is a bonus, but that makes sense because honestly, the money nowadays in Call of Duty is not multiplayer. Multiplayer, and a lot of people don't want to admit this, it's dead. It's over. No one wants to play it. The multiplayer is an afterthought that only exists so that people can rank up their guns to play in the Warzone game mode. And that's what this feels like. The game Modern Warfare 2 2022 feels like an uninspired, boring carbon copy with less actual fun than Modern Warfare 2019. Like, it actually feels less. Like I said, it's like the same, but different. First of all, there's a lot of problems. Main one is skill-based matchmaking, which we all know is a very bad thing for the community that most people don't like. And that's why Modern Warfare 2019 started off really high, and then the player base just completely dropped out the bottom because people were tired of having to act like as if they're an MLG professional gaming event, having to be high on stimulants in order to focus enough to be able to compete with all these wannabe TTV nerds out there who think they're going to be rich and famous. But breaking news, you want to be rich and famous, you better get those hacks like Nadia and Zlander, otherwise you ain't going to amount to nothing, kid. But yeah, skill-based matchmaking, big problem. Another thing too, there's no red dots on the map. A staple for Call of Duty since the beginning. Red dots on the map when someone fires a gun so that you know where they are, so you can run around and have a feeling like there's some direction about what's happening. You know what, you just need to learn how the spawns work, buddy, and stop being a hater. But before in the past, a staple in Call of Duty everyone liked, no one hated it, no one ever asked for it to ever be taken away, but the developers somehow took it away, even though contradictorily, is that even a word? Probably. Contradictorily, that's not a word, but the developers, my point I'm trying to get to, took it away. No one asked for it, but in fact, they actually did ask for the red dots to come back, and what happens, this game starts off, no red dots. Once again, developers don't give a damn actually about what we want. They think they, they're the king shit walking around. They're going to do what they got to do because they know better than the actual people who play the game. These dudes don't even play the game, really. Honestly, they're more worried about having the right pronouns in their Twitter bios and the right flag in their Twitter name handles than actually worrying about making a good game. They're worried about filling quotas and looking cool on their social media websites for virtue signaling like they were Jake Lucky, rather than actually trying to make a good fucking video game. Anyways, let's get back to the point of what's in this game, and it's not this game. No red dots on the minimap. So we fire a gun, it doesn't matter, no one's gonna be able to see on the red dot, so having silencers or not having silencers is inconsequential. Like back in the day, there was an actual meta bit involved, right? Would you choose a silencer with a little less range and a little less power than a non-silence weapon that, one shows up on the minimap but one doesn't? What do? A little bit of thinking there, a little bit of how you want to play. If you're more of a stealthy run and gun kind of guy that doesn't want to show up on the minimap, you throw on the freaking silencer. If your guy camps like Wings of Redemption in the back of the map and gets his ass kicked by Syndicate, then you don't put a silencer on there because it doesn't matter because you don't move. In real life as well, you don't move, rather obviously, than anybody in the chat who uses a silencer. As well, there is no dead silence, but there is loud footsteps, so that's cool. I mean, dead silence is a field perk, so it fills up through time, just like, hey, big theme here if you want to get to it, just like Modern Warfare 2019. Everything is exactly the same as Modern Warfare 2019, except some things are really stupid as well. For example, perks. You don't get actually perks. Well, you do get perks, you get a couple, but you gotta earn the rest as the game goes on, sort of like a field specialist. So everybody has field specialists as you play the game, and if you do well, you earn them faster, and if you're not doing well, then it just does it through time. So you end up getting the perks that you actually wanted that you would usually choose at the beginning of a game, and you earn them fast or slow depending upon how well you're doing in the game and you actually unlock perks. There's little changes here and there that are really unnecessary and stupid just to make it seem like the game is fresh. They're running out of ideas. You can't keep making the same game for 15 years and actually have some kind of ingenuity when the people who are making the game are idiots and they're only hired because they fill a quota and have the right political affiliation. So personally, my opinion, because this is my channel, Not 8 Thoughts, what do I think about the game? I don't like it. I think it sucks. I think it's an uninspired piece of shit. And I don't really imagine I'm buying it, because what's the point of buying it when you can just play the Warzone 2 or the DMZ for free? And that is free. For those who don't know, DMZ is allegedly to be free. The third person mode is allegedly to be free. Warzone is most definitely free. And Warzone doesn't have skill-based matchmaking. If you didn't catch that, I said that already earlier in the video. So if you're looking just to play, Warzone or DMZ, you don't really need to buy the multiplayer, but you kind of do, because the game has become a Warzone weapon upgrade simulator. That's what multiplayer is now. It isn't like people buy it because they actually enjoy it. They buy it, because it's nominally enjoyable. Like maybe, a 4 out of 10. It's like having sex with a fat chick. It's like, hey, it could be worse, but hey, it is a big woman, and it's not something you want to go brag to your friends about. But hey, it's better than going home and whacking off to a Victoria's Secret model catalog. Well, hey, that's old school. You got the internet now, so I just showed my age there, because that's how hard it was for us back in the day. We didn't have the internet like you crazy kids did. We had to go and find all kind of obtuse and obscure videos and black market magazines handed down through generations. But I'm digressing. Let's just get back to the point that Modern Warfare 2 2022 is a boring, uninspired piece of crap game that's not any fun. Unless you really, really, really like Modern Warfare 2019, I would really honestly advise you to skip this game, especially if you just want to play it for Warzone or DMZ.
Well, I like to play for the campaign, Not 8 Thoughts.
Well, then you're an idiot, because I like to prove that point, because I hear that a lot of dumb idiots out there like, oh, the campaign, I really enjoy it. Cool. So you want to play full price. Let me get it straight. Yes, let me get it straight. You want to play full price for a 5-hour campaign. You mean to tell me Red Dead Redemption came out, or Grand Theft Auto came out, or whatever, Zelda, or what the hell, Super Mario Brothers came out, and the campaign was 5 hours, but the game is full price? You're like,
yeah, sign me up for that. That sounds like a good idea.
No, man, you're an idiot. You're a Call of Duty fanboy in denial. You're using the copious amounts of copium, and copious for your Call of Duty out there means a lot, okay? Get a dictionary. And in the dictionary, if you looked up, played out boring, uninspired, crappy-ass games, you would see a picture of Modern Warfare 2, and this game sucks so much I can't even talk about it, because it's just not even fun, not even worth the time. I played 2 games and I was out, man. That's it. I had enough. I played it. I know what it's about. I've been down this road before. I'm out. I'm burnt. Call of Duty multiplayer is dead. It isn't good. Unless you're like, hey, bro. Anyways, I'm out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, not very fun, not very good. Long story short, I don't recommend it unless you're really hyped on Modern Warfare 2019, and also at least it's better than Vanguard, but that's not saying much. That's like saying, would you rather have your left leg amputated or your right arm amputated? It both suck, and they're both not great, but I'll take my arm. That's what it's like. It's like, hey, Modern Warfare 2 2022 is like cutting off my arm. Vanguard is like getting your castrated and your legs chopped off. I'm out. I'm 8 Thoughts. I know you enjoyed this video, so make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and last but not least, and most importantly, stay black. Question authority. And don't let the high cracker and shape shifter building me search game children. I've loved you to tell them that people world all that this fake. I'll just rock. Why man, bring it down.